Turn to pick.
Three bounty runes, but Exotic Deer being chased all the way around the map. I should be forced to TP. Or are you just gonna deny to tower? Okay, fair enough. TP from the Razorback. OG seem like they can still farm reasonably well. They just have to be careful with their positioning.
They can rotate Witch Doctor to the bottom lane, but look at the top lane already. They're pushing in, but Tiny did a good job tossing the 3 to get the creep wave. They're gonna zone him out.
Yeah, completely. Fly is level 2 already. The Witch Doctor has Maledict. And then bottom lane, you have this tri-lane that's trying to play aggressively, but the fact that Jirax is here with his
top lane, this could be a first blood Maledict. Yeah, definitely. He's gonna die.
Patos pops. Down he goes. Last hits. Now gets her first one of the game. It feels like the aggro tri-lane has failed. At what point do you say this is enough?
This is a really weak tri-lane. That's the exact same thing that they did when they played against Boogie +4 lineup. They have really weird drafts. I can't find too much sense, especially when they run the tri-lanes.
Oh, is this a dead Enchantress? Oh, barely. Seb gets the kill, so in a 2...
With Lucky Root, yeah.
Like, maybe if No Tail had stayed up on the high ground, but you could definitely feel that he was a little afraid. His top lane, S4, Avatos. He's got 7 Wand and a Salve. With the IO here, he's looking to turn around. Jirax sprinting forward with little spirits going, and Patos in so much trouble. Cask, Split Earth, and here comes the Maledict from Fly. A couple of taps from the Leshrac, but the snowball in, trying to turn the tide to this fight. Patos still dropping low, and this IO keeping S4 alive through it all. Split Earth won't quite land as Elder still trying to angle in towards these Radiant heroes. Fly left alone to his own devices, but he's got another cask ready. He's lifted back in, and he's going to stun up the Rubik here. Bouncing around, Maledict forward, but it looks like Jirax and S4 potentially having enough of this top lane shenanigans.
He has no boots. This lightning cooldown is so low. 4 seconds. You can just keep spamming it. Has mana boots.
Behind the tower. I mean, one Lone Druid Entangle and Death Prophet potentially in trouble. Nisha still just trying to get to that level 6. There's the root. Damage being done. No Tail on about half HP.
Oh, top lane. Nice play. They tossed him back, but Io, can he keep him alive?
Oh man, is S4 surviving? Oh, he's going to dive to the tower here, isn't he? Barely, but Patos trading back. One more tap. And Jirax will secure.
Oh, he had Bracer in a backpack instead of Clarity. That would keep him alive. But nice play. Toss back to the tower. They're going to get Io as well. A little bit too confident, too aggressive on the top lane.
Just a little bit from OG. And Kinguin exploiting that over-eagerness quite nicely with their 2 supports. As Blood Exotic Deer, though, with his static link. And Witch Doctor backstabbing from the north. Exotic Deer, Cask, Maledict. A couple of taps here from Razor. Should be able to secure this. He does so much damage. 168 stolen, but they have been fogged. Enchantress back in the jungle as top lane. S4 diving for Katsor. Looking for the kill on Rubik, but he's found a nice little hidey hole. They'll land the stun, though. Nisha down to half HP immediately. Pops the Exorcism, and this is a risky maneuver, but S4 is all alone. In comes the IO to save the day, but it won't be enough. Jirax trades away his life, and they get nothing in return. Pulls across the wave to clear and cut the dire creeps, but he is being attacked from this angle. Nisha, silence forward, DP. There's a snowball and a shards, but Elisash again off the mark.
Yep.
And they turn around. Nisha potentially in trouble here. That Maledict is going to do huge amounts of damage. It is level 2, but the toss back in. Exorcism out, and Leshrac down as Fly. Oh, dearie me. Jirax unable to save his mates there, and Nisha survives through the Maledict.
And keep getting the advantage in terms of gold from OG's side. Oh, no tail.
Came in from behind, did he?
Yeah, he came from behind, but had invis as well.
Well, toss back. He's in on this tier 1, but a quick Savage Roar and a root onto Patos. Io relocating in. Is he bringing S4? Leshrac is here, ready to rock and roll as Patos. Oh, he's going to be turned into rubble, it looks like. Poor little Tiny. Can't really escape from these lads, can he?
It's level 1 pulse damage per second. And he has enough mana with the mana boots of his own, plus Wisp.
And the int changes now. He's got a huge mana pool.
Yes.
It's all lovely stuff. Oh, they killed No Tail. Nisha and El. No pressure on the towers as of yet from Kinguin either.
Exactly. I love the build on Seb. 7 Mad, or whatever we want to call him. Another kill on Jarex.
And they're chasing S4 as well. Katsu and Nisha coming back into this game strong. Helm of the Dominator creeps away from No Tail. Exotic Deer could just grab another one as well, as we are having refreshments.
Love that sound. I put a can near the mic. Rubik will go down on the top lane. Maledict plus that stat.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As we obviously saw him with that bracer earlier on, but No Tail bottom, he is being stalked. A number of Dire heroes in the area as S4 cancels his TP, going for a fight top lane. Seb is there in deep, looking for Katsor, but a quick TP from Nisha. And down goes the Razor. The rest of OG, they've arrived, they've relocated, they want to go in, but I don't think they can. Jirax has got to be very careful as that Plasma Field Fade Bolt takes him out of the game. OG, what's happening? Down towards bottom. MidasHim has been picked off, it looks like. No chance to snowball as it's on cooldown still. And No Tail takes the
gold away from a Blink Dagger. 16 minutes in, but he's involved in 8 kills. He was the one tossing back to the tower.
Exotic Deer. I'm not sure a Witch Doctor is the target.
You all had 15-minute mana boots and Blink as well. Well, they prioritize his farm.
Give him that money. Kinguin, where are you going? Oh, tossing Enchantress in. Fly. Looks like he's about to die in the river area. But yet again, Kinguin...
OG who's making decisions, and Kinguin is just adapting, but they've done a good job so far, especially DP. She's been involved in many of their kills, popping the Exorcism when it's needed.
Let's move bottom. It's onto No Tail, who still is at 1,000 HP. And with that Entangling Claws onto Nisha, oh, they don't get the follow-through, but at least they'll find the tiny. Pathos tries to swing back with his big old tree. It doesn't have Razor with almost 120 stolen. Well, mid lane, Exotic Deer, he's going for Fly again.
Invis.
He's going for Fly again. Can he Maledict? Can he Death Ward? He's going to go for the Invis, but unfortunately...
Wait, what?
Not available. Don't know. Did Enchantress deny it?
I did not see if she denied it.
Honestly, I blinked, and I don't know what happened. Legitimately, I blinked and I missed it. S4 dies down at bottom. Exotic Deer with a double kill as he TPs from that top rune spot down. The fight against No Tail as well. Snowball in, Pathos toss, and triple kill for Enchantress gained. We'll check the replay. We'll find.
They still need a lot of farm to get the Radiance up. 100 gold from Sacred Relic. Oh, S4. He has been the target this whole game.
And Fly as well. Another quick double kill there for Kinguin. But my goodness. Leshrac telekinesis toss. He spent more time up in the air than he did down on the ground as a Yule stepped in now.
Setup.
DP is there moving forward, and they've got a setup for the IO. Trying to come in and save the day. They do get the Rubik in the end, but Jirax looks like he is down and out. Maybe not with the mech, the wand. Can he get himself away with the nice little relocate home? Very dead.
I don't think OG is gonna make move at all because they have really bad gank setup. Another toss back from Pathos.
Oh dear, S4 again lifted up. Nisha with this level 2 exorcism, they are desperate for objectives. And it should be a tier 1 and maybe even Roshan here as Seb up in the air. Yule Scepter of his own still ready to go. And they glyph up their tower for now. Looks like Razor heading into a BKB. Helm of the Dominator creep moving forward, and Chant still ready here for Exotic Deer. Katsor blinks aggressively, opens things up for Pathos with the Avatar. Seb in the mix of everybody, but he uses up. Nice little play here from OG as they maneuver forward, looking for the DP. Damage is being racked up here as the Razor sprints forward, looking for a target. But Kinguin, they are able to get themselves a little bit further away from the action. It'll just be El'Lissash that is left high and dry by the rest of his squad, but that is a reasonable Scepter. Yeah,
you can dispel silence on a Wisp. That would be good.
A couple of little uses. Oh, S4 Aegis still in hand, and the turnaround coming in with the Maledict damage. Can they bring down Nisha? That's a big Spirit Siphon, but the Force Staff the wrong way. She's been put back in with a bouncing stuns. Down they go. Tusk and DP absolutely shredded with Exotic Deer down to the low ground. They'll chase forward, and Leshrac, he doesn't care about Untouchable. He's all about the magic damage, and Seb will get a double kill. 17 Bloodstone charges, and high ground they go.
That cask plus plus a Death Ward. That's the problem with Kinguin's lineup. They don't have enough damage. One thing, Gary, all of them have a 4-step. This is not 4 4-steps, this is 5 4-steps lineup.
All of them?
Exactly.
Oh wow, so they do. These guys really don't like static link, do they? They want to get the hell away from
Yeah, but who's gonna deal the damage if you have 5 4-steps?
I don't know.
You can actually push one of the heroes from tier 3 tower to your own Fontaine with 5 4-steps.
Just get him in. Get him into the fountain. There's a Savage Roar, Tiny. He's getting along. He's freaking drifting all over the place. Initial T. Patos going for the big drift. Buys back into the game. Elder Sash Tusk will try and return to battle, but mid lane, Melee Rax one hit away from death. I don't think that Spirit Bearer is going to be able to get the job done. 45 health. Down, you know. Did Quelling Blades exist back then? I'm trying to remember. I don't think Quelling Blades existed back then, right?
No.
Quite a recent item. Okay, Patos chasing the Witch Doctor. Nisha in here with the Exorcism, but a quick Savage Roar, and Katzor dead in the background of this fight. As OG, they're kind of...
That's a second bear.
Oh yeah, you're right, hey? That's 100 seconds with no bear now. Hard as he can. And mid lane, the TPs come back as they do need to defend their top and their mid from any kind of aggressive play, but in comes the relocate. They know the TPs have happened. Nisha and Exotic Deer, the two cores, they are left alone, but it doesn't look like Io and Razor have quite enough damage to take them down. Snowball toss. Leshrac in trouble with the Walrus Punch. The Suicide will come out as Exotic Deer still being run back towards the base. The damage from Seb, not quite enough through the Nature's Attendants. As Nisha, there's a Purge, there's a Slow, there's a dead DP on my screen. Toss back, might save her life though. As a Force Staff towards the fountain. Creates a bit of space and Nisha survives. Kinguin though on their last legs. It's not going to take much. A little breeze and they'll fall over flat on their faces, and in comes the Razor Light. Seb absolutely shredding Katzor, and a quick buyback. Well, it will bring him into the battlefield again, but I just don't see what they can do.
Razor is hasted once you tether him, and No-Tail just doing such a good job with this little setter finisher. He keeps him around the Razor, so when unstable current procs, he purges him after, so it's pretty much just a perma-purge.
Can't run away. Can't hide. OG, they're on your doorstep. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior? A mixtape going.
Yeah, he's not gonna find any work, but...
He's got Thug Life on his knuckles. 7 nipple pierce. Okay, we're gonna stop there. In they go. Patos deep in. Double Force Staff back, but Razor arrives, and with the Yule Staff drop, he'll drain the damage away from DP. A quick Force Staff for her, but it's already done. Dead DP, dead Tiny. Buyback only available on one of them, as Katzor is, well, dead as well. Guess what? Dead means dead. Level Sash, why are you going in? You can't do anything to this Razor. Snowball will do absolutely naught. And
3,
triple kill from Seb.
2, 1, 1.5. Go.
0.314. GG. Kinguin tap out of game number 1. 32 minutes. I had some flashes of brilliance. A few little bits of comeback here and there. But it always felt like OG were the dictators. They were the ones saying, we are going to put ourselves here. You have to deal around each other.
Yeah, sometimes when you just look at the two drafts, you don't even have to think what the heroes are gonna do because you've been playing Dota for so long.
Still ripping up at bottom, Exotic Deer and Katzor trying to scout out these OG players, but the roll-in is perfect, catching Elder Sash. The LSA from Seb,
Not
well,
perfect.
The less said about that, the better, I think. But with no Grave, only Shadow Wave, Elder Sash buys some time here, but Battle Hunger ticking down. The Tango will surely keep him alive here, it looks like. Surviving through the damage, barely on 20 HP.
He could have just gone for the Dragon Slave. It's better in the laning stage for the last hitting. It's, what, more damage, and you can't miss. They're gonna get a kill on Dark Willow.
and they drag the wave as well, so that's going to double up. Force Exotic Deer to do some exotic dancing down in bottom lane with a creep wave. Try and get that equilibrium going, and they're just feels like they're coming out on top in all three of them as well.
I'm surprised that Seb didn't go for Magic Wand first item. He knew the matchup. He might be in trouble.
Level 1 Lightning Bolt, 2 in the Arc Lightning, but with the vision that Zeus got through the little tree enclosure, Lina...
TPing. He's only level 1 though. Has also Patos does not have a TP this time.
Ooh.
See the body blocks.
Roll misses, but I don't think it matters too much.
That's Orb of Venom that they missed on Nature's Prophet. Now Jerax has it.
It's only a 7-second respawn time on the Tiny. So he will be back in lane.
Null Talismans and Magic Wand, which gives him the tankiness. No boots, no bottle. If they decide to dive him, they're not gonna have enough burst damage. Unless Lina gets level 6. Or maybe if he gets caught out of position. Jerax is still level 1 though, so no way to kill him.
He is, but if
Maybe I spoke too soon.
LSAs are landing like that, makes you look like a liar now, Lacoste. Now Jerax, he's got his Boulder Smash ready. Try and make a play out towards top. Patos still with no TP scroll.
Patos with his little body tree. Look at him. Tiny looks so funny to me. I don't know why.
This is my tree! Leave me alone.
And once maybe I would be alive.
You don't want to be a Christmas tree?
No, definitely not. Patos again. Look at him. What a body block.
Dazzle
from
here.
Fly.
Shadow Wave. Oh, No-Tail has gone in with the Infest, though. One more hit from No-Tail. It's coming through, and there it is. Patos dead yet again, and a TP rotation from Elisash, which was meant to save the Tiny. And leaves the Phantom Lamp. Not a large amount of gold, and going towards double null, it looks like here. I guess aiming for a Veil?
Yeah, probably. He's one of the players that shines in the mid game, so we're gonna have to wait a couple of more minutes. They know that he does not have Grave versus ulti from Seb, no boots on him, so he can't catch him.
Well, the LSA not quite doing the trick there. Seb mixed that movement up towards the high ground, but Zeus from low ground, Dazzle from nearby. They have what gold saved up. Could finish off Tranquils if he wants to, but equally could look for that very fast blink rush if they feel it's required. Rolling onto Nisha. It connects. Jerax there, and wow. Well,
erased.
Such long initiation range. One's global and one with... And how long is that? How far can you go? Very far. Many big numbers on the Earth Spirit. They'll try and catch Fly here, but the Bramble Mage and the Cursed Crown, the damage from the Zeus ulti does take him down.
His inventory and upgrade it later on into Hood and have that Windlace just for the extra movement speed because he needs it.
S4 not expecting this maneuver from the Dark Willow and PL though. Looks like he'll try and turn a dunk onto an illusion.
Yeah, that's a good.
S4 wants to grab. But look at how patiently and delicately S4 is walking around, cutting down a tree here, a tree there, hiding away in the jungle. Not even going for the camp just now as he sees the Dark Willow and he realizes every move he made just then was spot on perfect. They killed Nisha in the mid lane though as they group up.
377 to be exact.
Okay, we'll do the maths. We'll count it up when he goes to take it. Oh.
He dunks the courier.
As a TP scroll this time, Jerax is trying to track him back into the jungle area. And with that TP, Jerax, can you cancel? Of course he can. The God of Earth Spirit has landed a stun, and Patos eaten up by No-Tail. As bottom lane, they find Fly as a return out and show on lane for a little bit. Thinking about it. Mid, they've got Nisha and Exotic
They're gonna
Deer.
find Lancer.
Phantom Lancer, there's the S4 jump. The damage looks enough. The dunk not quite, but with the Nature's Wrath. They take PL down a notch. No-Tail still chasing forward, but with the TP now down towards bottom, there's a fight kicking off there as Seb obliterated by Tiny. There's a Sprout from Fly and a catch from Jerax. Elisash has a grave for Tiny, so the TP should succeed, and there's nothing to cancel until S4 jumps in, but the call...
No mana.
Unavailable with no... But they are getting something elsewhere on the map. At the very least, they have these two cores continuing to farm. Exotic Deer now moving up towards a Hood as he has had enough.
Jerax bottom lane.
Of that magic damage.
What a play. Rolls in, kicks him back.
And down he goes as they find a Laguna Blade onto Elisash at this. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Can they finish this top tower? Looks like with a catapult they can. I'll bring it down. But again, this high ground push 16.5 minutes in from OG. Takes the tower down to about 1200 HP.
Yeah, they're forced to use a glitch.
As S4 smoked with Jirax looking in towards mid. Patos the Tiny. He's going to get found here. Another good roll in from Jirax. Catches, but a toss back buys that time the Tiny needs until S4 arrives. They throw the Laguna Blade straight in there. Seb, he doesn't want to kill you. He wants to make sure S4... That's pretty tasty. I can't wait to see that, honestly. Oh,
yeah,
they spot Jirax, and they come. Cursed Crown down as he rolls back to safety. Now they look forward as they chase on in. No tail. Shreds Katsuo, the TP from Nisha. Oh, it barely gets him to safety as that dunk not quite working out. Patos and Exotic Deer forced to retreat. I think they'll find the Tiny here. Patos goes in with the avalanche, the toss, the damage not enough. Seb will turn and fight. And Tiny dead to rights. As OG come in again with a huge team up and running. Don't allow that to get hit by the towers at all. And the earn charge onto No Tail should take them no time at all to finish off that tier 3. And that's it. They've got smaller and smaller for Kinguin.
I think they're gonna smoke and try to make a play. Like fake back and go in. Or just try to go without a smoke. Let's see. Dazzle just sitting with the triangle boots.
Have they got Nisha mid? It looks like the Zeus with no way of escaping there as they lost fly up towards top, but the blink call in. Down goes the Dark Willow. Cursed Crown stuns up 2. These illusions, a bit of an annoyance there for the Lina. But with Lifestealer around, that Radiance burn, the missed chance working out nicely for OG. Seb all the way back towards top lane though. He's left his team alone.
He has Boots of Travel, so he wants... Phantom Lancer does not build into MKB and none of the other heroes, so the missed chance is
oh, they've caught the PL, caught him twice with the blink call, the Grave, and the Terrorize. They try and keep Exotic Deer up and running. Where's the dunk? Where's S4? He's got it ready, he'll go forward, but PL's already gone. Dead for 50 seconds, has a buyback with the Dark Willow as well, and there's no way that Zeus and Dazzle can defend the base here alone. Tiny with a blink dagger. It's a full OG pondering their next move here. Trying to keep these lanes pushed out as far as they can. They do blink call. Patos returns though with avalanche toss, but look at this. Infested Nature's Prophet TPs across the map from bot to top and Tiny drops. TP from Lina will arrive as well as Nisha sprouted and killed. A 2-for-0 special there as OG will move on for more. Dark Willow found by Jirax and the magnetized slap down with a stick.
Roche is gonna spawn maybe in 30 seconds. They want to close this game. Look at Lena, she's so jacked. Level 20, BKB.
Oh, Dazzle! That's not how it's meant to go down. Jumped, kicked, and Laguna Bladed as Patos feels the wrath of Daddy. Mr. No Tail there, the Lifestealer, absolutely annihilates him.
Gary, you know what I like to say. When it's time to call it, it's time to call it. Especially if you're gonna lose 2-0. You don't want to get this loss to get into your head too much. Let's see, a kick from Jirax. That's gonna be the nail in the coffin.
A goal! It was a big one. A very important one. Zeus dead for 40 seconds. I'm with you on this one. I think it's GG. A buyback from Zeus. Kinguin, last chance saloon, let's see what you can do. No Tail up with the Rage, the Terrorize hits absolutely nobody as the PL moves forward, but with 2 lanes of racks gone. Kinguin, they do still hold their high ground, at least for now, but OG, they could just go straight back. Never give up until their throne is dead, or until all 5 heroes are dead without buyback. They always stay in and try and fight to the very bitter end, which is admirable. As they smoke now, instantly revealed, trying to get themselves some form of initiation, but it's going to be Axe that starts things off. The blink call on Tiny with No Tail there. The Grave is fast, and Patos is going to try and find a way to escape. Throws an avalanche as the kick won't kill, but with that battle hunger, it might just will as they get the cheese back on Axe. Lotus Orb there as they look to swing back in with Seb moving forward. The Laguna Blade of Katsuo immediately dissipates the Dark Willow, and No Tail going to work on buildings. Illusion's dead. Exotic Deer PL really the last man that can do anything in this game. Patos jumps in, but it's all over now. 5 alive for OG as Kinguin. They're going to lose 3. Buyback from PL. They're going to keep going. BKB Seb, LSA's and jumps away, but that is mega creeps. now available for the Dire side. And OG could maybe leave the creeps to end the game for them, but there it is. Tap out. And Kinguin 2-0 down in this best of 5 now, as OG are 1 game away from qualifying for ESL 1 Birmingham.
This game was over a long time ago. OG